Welcome back to DIY No Need to Cry with Ivelisse. This week's video are these gorgeous hollow glittered roses made from air dry clay. Easy air dry clay roses with hollow glitter. A quick reminder to please turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified as soon as I upload a video. Let's get started. I first placed down a piece of glass so that it would be easy to roll out the clay. I took it from a frame I have. Please be careful if you do this not to cut yourself. I also used this fondant rolling pin, but you can use whatever you have if you don't have one. You can even use a small jar to roll it out. Again, being careful not to break the glass. An X-Acto knife or a butter knife if you don't have one. And lastly, acrylic paint in the colors you want them. I use this air dry modeling clay to make them. You want to take a piece out and put the rest away so it doesn't dry out. I didn't have any gloves, but you should probably wear some for this part. Next, you want to add a few drops. I put way too much on this one, of whatever color you want to use, and work it into the clay. This is my first time making these, and they're not perfect, but it's a basic rose. I watched a couple of videos to get ideas on how to make them. I'll leave those links in the description box below if you want to check them out. I found that the colors come out way lighter than the actual color of the paint, as you'll see in a minute, so go for the darker tones. You want to roll and fold until the color is completely incorporated into the clay. The clay gets a bit sticky when you add paint, but I noticed that it goes away after handling the clay for a while. I went and washed and dried the rolling pin and my hands before starting the next step. Roll out the clay. You'll see the thickness when I cut into it, and using a cap from one of my paint bottles, I cut out 7 circles. I made mine really chubby and chunky. Remove the excess clay, ball it up, and put it away so it doesn't dry up. I learned that after I made a few. Grab the first petal and smooth out the edges. I also flattened it a little bit for whatever reason, but I stopped doing this after a few of them. Roll it up, and that's the beginning of the rose. Grab the next petal, and as you'll see, I'll only smooth out and pinch the edges to shape it. I found that placing it overlapping the last petal slightly formed the rose nicely. Keep doing the same thing with the rest of the petals until you've placed them all. I wanted to show you how to make these because I'll be using them for next week's DIY. I'm so excited to make it. It popped into my head and I had to make it. So you'll have a whole week to practice making these before I show you what I'll be doing with them. I promise that these are easy once you get the hang of it. If you make them, let me know how they turned out. You want to slightly push the top of the petals back as you see here. Once you're done, pinch the bottom part to make sure it's all together. Now using your knife, cut the excess off as you see here. I cut it like this because I needed it to have a flat back to be able to stick them. I let them dry overnight, and of course, I had to add my touch to them, so I added hollow glitter glue to give them that beautiful shimmer and upgrade these beauties to the glam squad. I was so excited when I finished because look at how pretty these came out. That hollow just took them to a whole nother level. I think I did a good job for my first time, and I can't wait to show you what I do with them. But you'll have to wait until next week for that. In the meantime, you can practice making these so you'll be a pro at them once the completed project comes out. Let me know if you do try them, and as always guys, have fun, be creative, and make a mess. Thanks for watching! If you like this video, please don't forget to thumbs it up as it helps the growth of the channel and to show your support. If you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing to get updates on future videos. And remember, do it yourself. There's no need to cry.